Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Check it back, check it back.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Joe Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Landry now on the return. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey, let go. Hurry, hurry.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Run, run, run. One touch.
Throwing. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go, let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Come on.
Hurry!
Mike 57. Let's go.
Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again.
Alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey, Delta!
They'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Landry. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Mayfield on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, it's 9-0. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Big time drive.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last position is how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop the throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He'll lift to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of thing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They go with Chubb on second down. Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Beckham, 72 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's coming, double up.
You draw pocket. Under 6'6", pull it high. Get it.
2nd and 9 now. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
I appreciate it, brother.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be caught by Rodgers. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah. Stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Ty Long now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On second down, Mayfield again. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Mayfield now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A nice pickup on 1st down. 7 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Stop your whining.
Regular.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
Because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run.
Hurry.
Motion.
They run it again with Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in the team. By that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
You ain't going nowhere.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They run. Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, watch it, watch it.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And it's complete. Hooper. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Five.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Kermit. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Mayfield looks to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Hurry!
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. It's like a freight train. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Alert! 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 56. Exit.
57 to the line.
Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Pistol. Topper. I got it.
They'll give it to Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Point it right. Recon, 132 fighter. I got it.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position back. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You got it. You got it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
4 down. Check.
And they take a knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.